Hello, welcome to SDEETV channel, your number one entertainment channel. I'm Shailene Nondumiso Spanda, joined by two of my colleagues.
Yes, it's your girl P Extra.
And I'm Siru Mushambi.
Yes, and we're going to be discussing about youths, drugs, and addictions. My colleagues will share a few things about.
Right, I'll respond first. Well, I think one of the problems why youth are abusing drugs and alcohol at a tender age, actually, and it's sad, is because they are idle and they do not have employment or something to do. Most of them just quit school. And nowadays, I don't know why parents are no longer persisting their students to go to school. If someone says, or I'm tired of this, maybe after all levels, and they just say, okay, it's fine, just find something to do. Or even my form 2 can just drop out of school, just like that, and parents will be okay with that. So when they're exposed now to the world out there,
Yes.
which the Bible says it's cruel, they start to engage in something that can occupy themselves. When they sticker,
Yeah.
you know, and they can stick from 8 up to maybe 6 in the same position, not doing anything, and it will be okay with them. And then they go back home, they wake up, the same pattern each and every day. And so they are vulnerable to addictions as well. And so I think one of the reasons why youths are abusing these things is because they have nothing to do. They're idle. Opportunities are slim, of course, but for themselves, they're not doing anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And one of those things whereby you're not that close to your parents, you're closer to your friends than your parents.
Yeah.
And then your friends are into those things, you can't resist.
Yeah.
You spend like most of your time with your friends. Your friends are on Banje, they're on
right.
Bronco, they're on this and that, and you can't resist.
You can't.
Yeah, you see them having fun and you're busy thinking of, okay, I have to go back home, mama vakati. And she, you'll be like, okay, let me enjoy this moment and then go back home and just relax. Yes.
Yes, so Charlene, yes, you are just hearing it from the host's mouth. SDTV, your number one entertainment channel. Charlene has talked about peer pressure, and Cyril has talked about idleness. Yes, that's true, but as for me, I'm going to give something like a solution. I think youths should find something to do. Or those elders who are listening, please have something like projects, like board games, like any activities that can keep youths in touch and that can keep youths occupied. Find something for our youth. We have to do something. This is not good. And some of the youth, they are orphans. They have no one who can tell them what's good and what's wrong. So they just do whatever they want. And it's because of peer pressure, and they have nothing. They have absolutely nothing to do. And due to other reasons that are beyond our control and their control as well. But I don't think just looking... and I think elders and other members of the community who are listening out there, please do find something for our youths, something like activities. Yeah, we need educators, trainees, or who can train something like that.
And another thing why youths now exposed to drugs more than ever, one of which I think is internet, basically, and exposure to social media. They see what those Americans do. We watch TV each and every time, and you see how cool those black Americans are. You know, the way they talk and the way they do their things. And the worst part of it is they use drugs. So when you're exposed to them and we want to be cool like them, so at the end of the day, we will do like them. Get it? So the exposure, okay, internet is good, but the abuse of it and what's going to pick from it is what is important. So I think we need to save, as youth, we need to save what we want, what we can learn from the internet, and then we leave out what we cannot condone. Yeah.
Yes, viewers, please don't get me wrong. What Cyril is saying, all the problem goes, I think what youths are doing is bad. It's not good. But I think the problem goes to our parents, to our elders, because we can see fire is a good servant, but also a bad master. Internet is good, but if it used wrongly, it will destroy. It will result in culture erosion. So I think parents should guide their kids whilst they are young. Train a dog while it is young. Well, when you try to train it whilst it is bigger, you can't teach a dog new tricks. There are sayings like that. So I think parents should train their kids whilst they are young. Just monitor your kids. Just see what they are doing, what he or she is watching on her phone. Just have some other tricks you can manage your kids.
And sometimes pane zvimwe zvinhu zvisingakupedzeri and unostika yes for the whole day and you didn't see anything and unorelaxa chichi, but you're using that money for zvinhu zviri useless. You can buy yourself boots or slayer without even kustika or watch my friends ako nezvimwe zvinhu zviri different from drugs, mbanje and things of that nature. You can invest in something bigger using that money, because those things I doubt they are cheap.
They're not.
And if you're using, maybe you're drinking 5 bottles of Bronco and then what's stick at the whole day, Mangwana, you drink another $4 each. So it's, let's say $4 and you want 2 bottles a day. At the end of the week, you're drinking someone's salary. Yes, right. Someone's salary.
Yeah, and I think, well, it's upon us as youths to go to actually see the solutions for ourselves and serve vulnerable to things of the world. Let's try and invest in our future and invest in our potentials and invest in our abilities as youth. And also as the community, you have the role to guide us. Parents, community leaders, traditional leaders, and everyone, you have the role to guide us. We are not exposed much to this world, and we are actually newbies in this world. So we would want you to guide us on things that we can do and we cannot do. That is your role as the community to us. Right.
Yes.
You are watching SDEETV, your #1 entertainment channel. I'm Cyril.
Yes, and if you coffee extra, even if I'm a deep sleep, I'll respond quickly. Always remember that at SDTV, we do not only make noise, but we make you entertained, educated, inspired, and motivated. I hand over the mic to Charlene.
Yes, I'm Charlene, and it's bye for now. See you.
Sarah D Creations Africa and represent local entertainment. Kubata ma TV mana kona tukona tagadzira zitasa musona Maradona otitsvaga namba dzedu vanofona tafadza chaunga vaona togona SDTV tiri mumzimu SDFM you know the thing see the sun destiny bling nemachuni takapfekedzana riki mafaro chete kuitonge mana tagadzirira munhu wese kuitonge sana ana mama dedi chembere kunyangwe vana all time entertainer winda kana sama SDTV full in action cancel we on a mission SFM full in action anytime my show session SDTV full in action cancel we